make sure. We are running.
Oh.
We are running this time.
Whee!
All right. Hey, this is Kerry
And Michael.
and Michael from the Gemstone Chronicles,
Yes.
and this is the Myth Edition.
Myths and folklore.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit and expand a little bit about some myths. If you have any myths that we didn't talk about, because Lord knows there's more than we know about,
Right.
put it in the comment section, and we'll get back to you and we'll actually answer them and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about tanzanite.
It's
Well,
it's rare,
it is rare.
according to a lot of people in the islands.
Yes. Yeah,
If-
we're going to get to the islands.
That's
in
a whole
second.
separate myth. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll tie into this one, but yeah.
Yeah. The tanzanite mine is in Kilimanjaro.
It's in the area, yeah.
In the
It's
area
in
of
the
Kilimanjaro.
Marilani Hills area.
Yeah, and so that's a mountain.
The tallest mountain in Africa.
Tallest mountain in Africa, and the tanzanite is mined
In the foothills.
in the foothills
Yep.
of it. Now, the reason why people talk about it being rare is, I think this was in the 80s when 800 miners died in the flood. Well, I think it was the 80s, early 90s.
Well, I mean, it stands to reason. I don't remember hearing that story personally.
Yeah, that's what
Probably a good thing.
It was all wiped out,
Yeah.
and I think the government stopped the mining of it. And of course, couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there.
Oh, yeah.
They're back to mining again.
Well.
Just like there's no turquoise in the U.S. being mined, another myth busted. Kingman Mine outside of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, so tanzanite. They try to sell it to you because it's rare.
Well, from what I can only surmise as a selling technique is they say it's rare because it's a one-source gemstone.
Okay, which
As of
means
it's only found in that one place on Earth.
okay.
Whether or not there's other deposits of tanzanite, we have yet to figure that out. But as of right now, it just comes from that one place.
Kind of like Larimar.
Yep, from the DR.
Source, yes.
Yeah.
Blue pectolite.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting factoids about tanzanite. Doesn't come out of the ground that color, does it? Or used to.
It can.
It can come out of the ground.
Well, people try to tell you that, the blue-purple tanzanite, well, this stone isn't heated. Well, it has been heated, but whether it was done by man or Mother Nature cannot be determined.
Right.
So, I mean, although you can find the blue-purple crystals in the ground, it's not that often you find it. So,
But generally it comes out that interesting green color, isn't it?
a brownish kind of, because it's trichroic. Depending on which way you look at the crystal, you'll see 3 different colors.
And if you cut it differently, you'll get...
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can affect the way the stone looks depending how you cut it out of the crystal.
Okay.
And that's why most of the stones you're going to see are that blue-purple, because you can cut the largest stone out of the crystal.
Not rare. And if I'm not correct, I mean rare, yes.
Yeah.
Rare, but in abundance.
Yes.
Abundantly rare.
There we go. It is a one-source stone, but
Yes.
from I think the latest account that I heard from the people on the ground in Africa, there are still 20 good years left.
Wow. Something interesting. My mom bought, she's in the business, she bought a tanzanite stone from Rattan Gems. I don't know if you know who they are. Many years ago, we used to do the GLW shows, and they did it. She paid $250 a carat, wholesale.
For what size stone, though?
Oh, it's a 5 carat, 5 or 6 carat.
Okay.
The price hasn't changed. The price, because I was just looking.
You were just looking for a tanzanite a
Yes.
few weeks back, yeah.
The price is the same. So
Well, no, for a while there, it did get expensive. I mean,
Yes.
it really did because they had cut back on the amount that were leaving the country. I think actually to this day, it has to leave the country in a faceted or cut form. They won't allow any mineral specimens or crystals out.
okay,
mean,
but the price is
Currently, the price is down a little bit, but let's see, this is 24. Probably about 10 years ago, it was about double.
okay. So we had a bubble,
Yeah,
and now we're back.
And now,
to,
yeah,
we're in that bell curve.
yeah. Now there's so much being produced that there's a flood of it on the market. So
Beautiful
it's
stone.
not as expensive as it was, which is good.
It is a beautiful stone.
You can find a sapphire that color, but you're going to pay 10 times the price. Iolite, similar color, but too much gray. I mean,
And soft. Is an iolite softer than tanzanite?
it's around this. I think it's a 5.5-ish.
Yeah.
Tanzanite's a 6-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that rich, intense blue purple is just incredible.
Yeah.
And again, depending how you cut it, it could look like amethyst, could look like sapphire.
Okay, so
But-
myth busted. Well, partially busted because
Right.
tanzanite is rare, but there's a lot of it.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Don't,
rare
no
in
matter what anybody
location.
tells you, yeah.
There's a ton of it.
There's still, yeah, and I think they did some core samples, and they have another mile to go depth-wise, not to
wow.
mention how much length they have to go yet.
Well, and there's a secondary market, so people do sell their gold and whatever, and they have tanzanites.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get recut, polished up, and back into the market again.
Yep.
All right, next, let's talk about cruise ships.
Let me woo-saw myself into this conversation.
Okay, there you are. You're on the cruise. They got a general meeting before you pull in the island. The cruise director says, "Hey, we have these approved stores to go to."
Let me guess why they're approved.
Let me
'cause-
preface this. This is our opinion. What I am saying now is
Yes.
my opinion.
and mine opinion,
Yes,
my own
what you're
opinion.
saying is your opinion. So I want to put that out there
Right.
because we don't want to be sued into oblivion.
Let them prove us wrong. It'll be a little bit difficult.
Yes. So they're going to give you approved stores, and with money back guarantees. So we're going to get into that money back guarantee because that's going to be real interesting.
That's a good
Okay.
myth.
So what happens, according to the people that I've spoken to, is there's kickbacks.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily the cruise ship per se or the
Yeah.
cruise ship company, but it's the people that are on the docks, at the ports.
Directing you.
Yes, they're taking you to these specific locations.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. And you're not going to get a better deal.
no, actually, you're more than likely, the odds are you're going to pay more because you're a captive audience.
Yeah.
You're there, you're in this heightened state of emotion, happiness. I don't want to say arousal, it's a negative connotation, but
Yeah.
your brain is
Sensory
overload.
arousal.
Yes. Your brain is chock full of all these emotions,
Yes.
no matter what they may be, and they're probably good. You're in a happy mood. There's dopamine flooding your brain. Let's go buy something to remember this trip.
Yes. I think a pair of sunglasses would probably be a good idea.
How about a straw hat?
Some of the pitfalls I have heard of customers coming back with tanzanite bracelets set in sterling silver.
Yep.
Yes, for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and they're not worth $300, $400.
Yes.
Now there is, and this is not a scam. There is a company in the islands that has their own diamonds cut, don't they?
They do.
Tell us about that diamond cut.
The crown of light.
The crown of light.
In the industry, it gets poo-pooed a little bit because it looks like a snow cone.
It is the snow cone.
It's
of
the snow cone
diamonds.
diamond. It has this very rounded top and a very conical bottom. And in a traditional round brilliant, a 1 carat stone is 6.5 millimeter, give or take. And in a 1 carat crown of light diamond, 5.5 millimeters, maybe. So the face up size is much, much smaller.
Now let's talk about the possible reason for them of creating this diamond.
Well, aside from the fact that personally I think it looks cool, like I love it. I think it's
Snow cone
fantastic.
diamond's cool. But why did they go? Well, in my opinion, why they created this diamond? Because the cruise has, and they have the company that does this has a money back guarantee if it doesn't appraise for what you paid for it in the islands. The problem with that is the only people that can appraise that diamond is that company.
Well, there is.
Put a value, not a price.
Yes,
But
there we go.
value.
Yeah, so anybody can appraise it. Anybody
Right.
worth their salt can appraise it well.
Yeah.
However, because Diamonds International is the only company that is allowed to sell this diamond because they have the patent on it, they set the price.
Exactly.
It's kind of like the blue box company. You can buy a diamond from them and pay X, or you can buy a virtually identical diamond from a mom and pop store and pay X minus a pretty decent percentage.
Yeah. So if you bought the diamond and you wanted to get an appraisal because you think you overpaid for it,
No, you didn't overpay.
What-
You paid exactly
well,
what you have to pay to get
right,
that
what's
diamond.
going to happen is that appraiser, if they are a good appraiser, will contact, there's a contact at that company
Yes.
to get the price on it,
Yes.
and therefore you will not have reason to get, you will not have ability to get your money back for
Right.
it.
Correct.
So, which I think is genius. Not that we would do something like that, but I think that is absolutely marketing genius.
Yeah. I didn't know they had the money back guarantee. That was news to me.
Yes, that was the whole. In my opinion, that's the whole gist behind that diamond. There is absolutely no point to create a diamond like
Why?
that.
Why do people cut cat head diamonds and bats and ducks? Because they're
Yeah.
cool. People will buy
Right,
them.
but there's no patent on that. In other words, if I went into
Well,
a store and bought a
if-
cat's head diamond,
Anybody can patent anything if you have the right money.
right, but I
And
could
the
buy a
time.
cat's head diamond and I could have it made by somebody else, another cat's head diamond. I could not.
Not if
have-
it's patented.
I don't think there is any patents on those.
Well, the Crown of Light is a patented.
Well,
cut.
that's what I'm saying.
But-
the Crown
but
of Light,
they-
I could not have a diamond cutter in New York cut me a Crown of Light
Right.
legally.
Right.
But I
No,
could have
that's
a
true.
cat head cut in New York.
Until
legally.
someone gets the patent on it.
Yes. I don't know. With, not to get off the subject, but with lab grown diamonds, I think we're going to see a lot of that. A lot of cat diamonds. A lot of
Oh yeah, I've seen them already.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be leathers, and I've seen the leathers.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be a big market for leather, diamond leathers.
And you know what? I'm looking forward to it. I mean, because I've seen them in small natural yellows, the rubber duckies. I want like a big
Yeah.
honking yellow,
Yeah, it's
like
gonna be
lab
great.
grown rubber duck diamond.
You know who's in the lab grown diamond business is Swarovski.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
who else?
Well, and Pandora now is selling
Well, yeah, but-
exclusively.
But Pandora's not making it.
No.
Swarovski, I don't know, but Swarovski has the years of making little critters
Right.
out of crystal, which would translate really well. They may have the files.
Well, they're also assembled. A lot of their
Yes.
three-dimensional pieces are assembled.
Yeah.
So that's
Cool.
But if you can get a chunky enough crystal, you can carve that thing down to a three-dimensional object.
So the motto of the story: deal with your local jeweler. You want something? Buy a really cool something or another down there. Buy a charm.
Yeah.
Buy
a little.
a charm. Buy a gold charm or something like
Right.
that, where it won't matter if you overpaid. I'm going to add an addendum to this. There's a show in Miami called, it used to be called the JIS show. It's still called the JIS show. Most of the companies in the islands go to that show to buy their inventory to bring back down to the islands.
Yeah.
That is the marketing of that show. So that stuff that you're buying, any jeweler in the state of Florida, in the United States that goes to that show can buy the exact same thing that they're buying in the islands. So
That's
it's not
true.
exclusive.
Yeah.
I've
Right.
got another story, but I'll talk to you about that another time. All right, let's
All
go on. Opals. Bad
They
luck?
they are not bad luck. They just need a little bit of tender, loving care.
I hear they're bad luck if you don't own one.
Well, that's
Oh,
well. Let's start that rumor right away.
Yeah, I've been doing it. It was told to me that there was a book about Opal, a character in the 1800s. Her name was Opal, and she had bad luck. But I'm sure you could go to ChatGPT and put in there, why did the people call Opal bad luck? And none of it is for reason that the Opal is bad luck.
Is anything inherently unlucky though? I don't think so. I don't think
I've been
so.
through many days that I feel very unlucky.
Right.
No,
But
I don't think, but they're superstitious people, but
Right.
Opal,
well, they
it's
say.
not like 13.
Oh, see,
I was
that's
born on the 13th.
as was I. That's why it's my number. That's my lucky number. Lucky number. No, but opal gets a bad rap because it is a softer stone, and people don't necessarily realize that. So if they wear it every day in a ring that's got the opal sticking this high off the finger, it's gonna get broken or
That's the
damaged.
problem.
And people take that as a sign. Well, the stone broke. That means our marriage is doomed. It's
Yeah.
no.
Well, people, when they would get it engaged, it wasn't a diamond. The diamond was the early 1900s.
Right.
When De Beers came around. Before that, it was colored stones.
Oh, exactly.
Sapphires, all that kind
Well,
of stuff. So the whole gotta give an engagement ring as a diamond.
That's
De
marketing.
Beers.
Yeah, that's strictly
It's
marketing.
like Santa Claus was Coca-Cola.
Right.
That whole character that we think of Santa Claus, Coca-Cola did that.
Yep.
So, well,
But-
see, you learned something about Coca-Cola
Yeah.
tonight.
But opals are not bad luck.
No.
They don't have to be stored in water. They don't have to be treated this way or
Oil,
that.
none of
Yeah.
that. Keep hairspray, keep perfumes away from it.
Just like pearls, it's the last thing you put on and the first thing you take off.
Yeah.
And be cognizant of the fact that you're wearing something relatively delicate on your hand.
Yeah, and if you're not a delicate person, wear it as a pendant.
There you go.
Yeah, because it's beautiful.
Oh, they
It
certainly
really
can
is beautiful.
be, for sure.
One of the most beautiful stones.
Why wear one color? Wear them all.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
That is it. All right, next thing. Only diamonds will cut glass. This is probably one of the most ridiculous ones.
this is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Because there are on the Mohs scale of hardness, diamond is a 10. It's the hardest known naturally occurring substance on our planet. But there's...
Not the toughest.
Oh, God, no.
Right.
Hardness and toughness, two very different things.
Yes.
But it is the hardest known natural substance on the planet. And it, along with thousands of other things you can find on a daily basis around your life, can cut glass.
Clear sapphire.
CZs.
CZs.
I mean,
Moissanite.
yeah, moissanite. Quartz can cut glass.
Yeah.
Emeralds, the beryl family can cut glass. Those are harder than a 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So when you see that on TV, that they're testing the diamonds and the cut glass, you laugh and you say, hey, that's not true.
Exactly.
That's not true at all. And the last one, we're going to talk about platinum, gold, and white gold. What color does gold come out of the ground?
Well, if you can show me a white gold mine, I'll be really impressed.
Yes. What about in South Dakota? What was the name of the gold?
The Black Hills gold?
Black Hills Gold.
Pink,
They got
green, and yellow.
Green, and yellow. That's not.
They don't
come out of the ground.
They do not come out of the ground any color but yellow.
Yes.
And then they alloy it down to make different colors, different caratages, different purities.
Right. So pure gold, and then we're not talking out of the ground because out of the ground it's not pure.
Right.
It's close. Pure gold is 24 carats.
Yes.
So 18 karat gold is 75%. If you do your math, it's 75%.
Right.
And 14 karat gold is
58.5%.
58.5%.
10
It's
carat.
actually 58.3%, but by law, it has to be 58.5%.
Right.
And then 10 karat is
Point- yeah,
41.7%.
Yep.
And then there's 9 karat gold, which we can call gold now. That's real interesting.
I'm
That's changed.
yes, that was what 5, 6, 7 years ago maybe.
Yeah.
Before then, you could only sell something as gold if it was 10 karat gold or higher.
41.7%.
Right. In the UK, 9 karat gold was standard.
Yeah.
And this is why back, I think about a decade ago, Tiffany and Company came out with a pink colored metal, but they couldn't call it gold. They called it rubedo. And it's a brilliant marketing plan, amazing material, beautiful. I have a big wide, like cigar band ring. Beautiful, durable, but they couldn't call it gold because I think when you did all the calculations, it was only around 6%. Now they can call it gold.
Yeah. But
Now
you have to tell what.
they still have to explain what caratage it is, but yeah, even you can sell 1 karat gold these days.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn on that law. But,
Um,
'cause
I
honestly,
just think we're so hung up.
well, honestly
on-
speaking, after you hit 12 karat, anything below that, I don't think you should be able to call it gold because it's not 50% or higher. Then that's just my
It's
my
gold-like.
logic. I mean, it's gold colored. But white gold, they alloy it down with a lot of times nickel. There's copper in it for
Molybdenum. I like saying that word.
molybdenum.
Molybdenum.
But for the people that have allergies to nickel, they use ruthenium, I think.
Ruthenium.
Or-
Or use that with platinum.
Or
ruthenium.
palladium, sorry. Palladium white. Yeah, palladium white gold,
Now,
which is in the platinum family.
let's take platinum and white gold. Generally, the higher karat gold, the less white it's going to be because you're dealing with a larger content of yellow and trying to make it anemic is difficult.
Yes.
And then what they do is they wind up rhodium plating it
Yeah.
in the end, and then it has to be rhodium plated, which rhodium is $5,000 an ounce.
Better than the 50 it was.
Yeah, $6,500. It's a ridiculous price. But you have a choice of platinum,
Yes.
and platinum is more pure. When you
It's
make platinum
yeah.
pure.
There's no like 14 karat platinum. It's usually 950 parts of 1,000 or 900
Yeah, so that would be 90 and 95%
pure.
pure.
Right.
Problem with platinum, soft.
It's true. It does not hold a polish as long, but it is more durable.
More durable
than gold.
Okay.
So picture in your mind a stick of butter, a room temperature stick of butter.
Okay.
Soft. It's easy to scrape metal, or in this case, butter off of it. When you scratch gold, it's like taking a spoon and running it along the length of that bar, that stick of butter, and you're taking material off.
Okay.
Sorry. When you're using platinum, it's like taking a butter knife and just sticking it in the butter and just drawing a line.
Okay.
You're moving material, but you're not taking anything away.
Oh, I gotcha.
So that metal, that butter or metal can just be folded back over and made to look as good
So
as
the
new.
molecules, oh, I'm going to get technical here, like each other a lot better.
Yeah.
They're more attracted to each other.
Yeah. I mean, it's more durable because it mushes instead of
You
breaks.
can burnish it. And what you're supposed to do to strengthen platinum after you cast it is to burnish the metal.
Yeah.
Which is to keep on pushing on it and pushing it on, pushing it, and compacting molecules. So you
Right.
can manually compact those molecules.
Yeah.
Different color.
Completely. Yeah.
Both different colors. When you rhodium plate white gold,
It looks like platinum.
it looks like platinum.
They're in the
because
same family.
it's part of the noble metals.
Yep.
What do you like better?
It really depends. Now, there is a gold alloy. It's 19 karat white gold, and it's alloyed with a certain element. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if it's palladium or if it's something else, but it stays white. You never have to rhodium plate it, and it's actually harder than
Well, I would imagine
most gold.
platinum is soft. It's just
right. Well, it's even harder than normal white gold, than like a standard 18 or 19 karat gold.
What about
but
casting it?
platinum?
Well, I know how to cast platinum. I actually set up a factory in the Philippines to cast platinum.
It just
But
you
19
require.
karat platinum. Can you cast? Do you have to use a platinum casting machine?
It is. It's not quite that hot.
Okay.
But you do need a lot more heat and a lot more temperature.
Yeah, with platinum casting, with gold, it's a horizontal casting machine if you're using a centrifuge.
Yeah.
With platinum, it's a vertical casting machine. So that first sling to go do it, you have gravity. It's going to sling up against the gravity to give an extra G-force to get the metal in there because it doesn't flow like gold.
Yeah. That's what I like about induction melters and induction
Yeah,
casters.
I'm talking old school, man. That's what, I was in the Philippines in the 90s and I set up a platinum factory for Dave
Yeah.
Freeland.
No, from what I've seen of the 19 karat casting, like it's done in a horizontal centrifugal
Oh,
machine.
okay. So it flows much
yeah.
better, much easier to work with.
Yeah, but yeah, and that's why platinum is so much more expensive, even though it is a pure metal. Even though it costs much less than gold right now, it's still a pain in the butt to work with.
Yeah, and
So-
if you have platinum and you're going to get it repaired, go to somebody that knows what the heck they're doing.
Please.
Yes, because there's a lot of people that may try to repair it with white gold.
And I can't tell you how many times I've seen that done, and the result looks
It
terrible.
just doesn't work. Even if you rhodium plated in the end, the rhodium's going to come off. If you do have white gold and it is rhodium plated and it's starting to look a little forlorn, take it to your jeweler, take
Yeah.
it to us. We'll have it re-rhodium plated for you, and
Right.
we'll have the whole thing redone and polished and bright.
And a lot of people seem to think that rhodium should last forever. It does not.
No, a year, I would say.
I'd say a year at best. Like
Yeah.
once a year, have your jewelry re-rhodiumed. You
Yeah.
know, depending on how often you wear it and how rough you are with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to the gym and your rhodium-plated white gold engagement ring, the rhodium plating is going to wear off.
Yeah.
But if you wear it, only once a month at a special function, it'll last a while longer. But
Yeah, we have a goldsmith that does our repairs. He's going to come in and we're going to do one of these together to explain how you should have a tune-up for your jewelry.
yeah,
You bought it because it's beautiful.
You wanna
like
keep it-
Let's get
keep
it
it that
beautiful
way.
again.
Yeah, keep it looking that way.
Yeah.
Make jewelry beautiful again.
All right, that's all we got on the myths. You can see how badly I wrote this stuff down. I can't read my chicken scratch. And I ask your questions in the comment sections. If we get enough subscribers, we're up to 1,090, almost 1,100. We need to get about 5,000 subscribers before we can do this stuff live.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, and then we'd have the questions coming down.
Yeah.
And we can go and react to it immediately and kind of tell you guys what.
Hit that button, y'all.
Yeah, subscribe, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you next time.